Hi everyone, today is summer solstice and I'm going to be harvesting this yarrow here, Achillea millefolium. But before I harvest it and make it into medicine, I thought I'd introduce it to you. So yarrow is a member of the aster family and it has a lot of really useful ecological roles as well as medicinal roles. In fact, it's a favorite plant of many herbalists. And it has so many uses that I'll really just pick a few to tell you about today. So ecologically, this plant provides habitat for beneficial insects and attracts beneficial insects to the garden. And it also mines minerals from the soil, so particularly potassium and phosphorus and copper. So it's a really excellent plant to put into fruit tree guilds to support your fruit trees. Medicinally, it's traditionally known as nosebleed plant and staunch wound and soldier's wort, many other names like that that have to do with caring for the skin and wounds. So it stops bleeding. It's one of the best plants for stopping bleeding, both externally but also for internal bleeding too. So if you were coughing up blood or there was blood in your urine, for example, you could use it internally as well. On the skin, it's also a vulnerary or a tissue healer. So yeah, it's this great wound herb to stop bleeding and then to actually start the healing process. So I tend to use it as an infused oil for that purpose, or just as a poultice as needed straight from the garden. And other uses I'd tell you about, one is diaphoretic, so it helps to break a fever. And that sort of gives you some indication of what it's doing in the body. So it acts as a diaphoretic by dilating the peripheral blood vessels, and that points to one of its other uses, which is as a hypotensive and as a vascular tonic. So it's really useful for supporting the blood vessels. So today, when I harvest it, I'm going to cut fairly low down on the stalks and harvest both the leaves and the flowers. You can hang them in a bundle to dry, or lay them out on racks to dry. And some of it I'll keep as tea, some of it I'll make infused oil from, and it also makes a really great tincture. So the last thing I'll share with you about it here is that its neighboring plant that you can see sort of towering over beside it here is wormwood, and wormwood is also an aster. Well, we'll talk about wormwood another day. So thanks for coming to join me. See you again.